Let's just assume that this is going to go swimmingly. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time here. If you are here for another Mix It Monday, you are in luck. I'm going to do something super exciting. I'm kidding. Actually, I'm just going to mix some random shit together and we're going to see what happens. Today I'm going to mix the Revolution Conceal and Define with the Christian Dior Forever Skin Glow. I have the shade F4 in the Revolution Conceal and Define, which, if I remember right, is a pretty decent shade match. The Forever Skin Glow I have in the shade 2N. Also pretty decent shade match. This one's a little bit more, it's a little warmer, a little more yellow, whereas this one is definitely more of a cool, sort of almost like a green, not green, but sort of green, olivey type of undertone, at least as far as I can tell. And yeah, we're just gonna mix those two together just because I was like, I gotta do something that would be, unusual. That's unusual, right? Right, guys? Work with me here. Okay, so we are going to, no, not we, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of sunscreen on. This is the CeraVe one that I use all the time because lo and behold, it is sunny out there today. It's like a red letter day in Seattle in February. But I have a few things that I need to do today, and so I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and film a little Mix It Monday and play around in some stuff that I have had for a while. And I'm of late trying to delve into my collection a little bit more by using things that I've had for a while and just haven't picked up. So that's my makeup rediscovery series, and I do have a playlist for that. It's just starting, so I only have, I think, 2 or 3 in there. But I will definitely link that in the card above. I think it's on this side. And yeah, okay, so I've got my sunscreen on. All right, I've got you zoomed in just a little bit so that maybe you can see a little bit better. I am going to take, let's see, I'd rather have too much foundation off the bat than not enough and have to try to mix it again. And the Conceal and Define from Revolution is a doe foot applicator, which I don't love, but it's okay. So I'm just going to try to get about the same amount of both on my hand, and you can see that the tones are quite different. So this one's definitely warmer, and then this one's definitely a little bit more of a cooler, more yellow, more pink. So hopefully that means I'll get a nice peachy shade. I don't know, we're going with it, and I have no idea if these two will play well together. I do like both of these. I like the Christian Dior one a little bit more, but the Conceal and Define one is okay. It's more matte, which is part of the reason that I picked this to mix with the Forever Skin Glow, because I thought, I don't love a matte foundation, but I also don't like anything that's too dewy. So we're just gonna slap a little bit of this on my face, and I am going to go ahead and pat this in with my It Cosmetics foundation brush. This is one of the Love is the Foundation, I think they are, limited edition brushes that they come out with every year in the month of October, I believe, for like breast cancer awareness, something like that. So, and I have another one of these, and they're really nice brushes. And this year they brought back the more domed shape. Last year I know that it was a flat one, and I think not everybody loved that. So hopefully that means that they heard their customers and went back to the thing that their customers like. So I am bringing this down my neck because this is, oh, it's not super dark for me right now, but I'm pretty pale. So nice coverage. Now both of these have nice coverage to begin with. Definitely high medium or medium with, to build. You can build this up, both of these up pretty nicely. I am going to go over this with a sponge because I have a lot on there and I don't necessarily need that much foundation. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up under my eyes, and maybe I'll forego the concealer today just because I'm feeling lazy. So you may have noticed that I did not post a Mix It Monday last week. That's because I have been working in my studio. Mostly I've been quilting, so that's kind of exciting for me. And I am getting close to finishing one of my quilts, and I have two others where the tops are ready to go. If you're familiar with quilting at all, and if you're not, that's all right. Just stick with me. But yeah, so I've got two that are all ready to be quilted, and then one I'm waiting for the fabric for the backing. And once I get that, I can move on to that one as well. But I will definitely be sharing pictures of those either here or on my Instagram account, probably my art one. And I do link my Instagram accounts down below in the description box. All right, so we've got foundation on, pat it out with sponge. Not too bad, guys. So far, so good. Now, like I say, I do like both of these foundations, so I didn't really, the only thing that would probably make me not like how this looked is if they just didn't mix well together because of their formulas, but so far they seem fine. I am going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face. I'll come back and I'll give you a few more thoughts on that, but I'm going to try to keep this pretty short and sweet because there's not always a ton to say. Before I do that, I am going to tell you that I did film this eye look, and it's not quite finished yet, obviously, but that video will be up after this one, so that will be up on Wednesday. This one is obviously going to go up on Monday because it's a Mix It Monday. All right, guys, I will be right back. Okay, so I am back and I've got the rest of my makeup on. I think I mentioned this already, but I did film this eye look, and that will be up on Wednesday, so be sure to come back and check that out. I like this combination of foundations. I think I maybe went a little heavy-handed, and so if I were to do this again, I would definitely dial the amount that I used back a little bit. But I think it looks pretty. It's not settling anywhere that I can determine. The colors may be just a tiny bit dark for me right now in the winter months, but that's okay. We're just going to go with it. It feels nice. It feels more hydrated, I guess, than the Conceal and Define feels on its own. So I appreciate that it still feels a little bit dewy and so forth on my skin, which is more comfortable. I don't like anything that's too dewy because then it tends to want to slide around and that kind of thing. But yeah, these were nice together, I think. The Revolution foundation, they have two others. This was the first one I think that they put out. I bought this at Ulta, and then they came out with the Conceal and Hydrate, I think it is. And then most recently they came out with one that's got Glow in the name, and I can't remember the name of it, but I will link all this stuff down below, of course, as always. For the Conceal and Glow, or whatever it is, the most recent one, I don't care for that one. It actually feels quite drying and looks more matte than I expected. I expected it to be a very dewy finish, but at least on me, and I haven't played with it a lot, so I definitely need to do a little bit more of that before I give, kind of like a final assessment. But they're pretty nice foundations, especially for the price. So they're kind of I believe in the $12 range as far as price goes. So that's decent. Whereas the Dior's Forever Skin Glow. This is definitely a higher end foundation, and so this does cost a little bit more, but it is really lovely. I like both of these foundations, so I have full expectations that this will wear nicely. I probably won't do a check-in unless things just totally go to shit. And if it does, then I will definitely come back and share with you, what's happened. But for now, let's just assume that this is going to go swimmingly and everything's going to last well and wear prettily throughout the day. And I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Don't want to take up too much of your time. I really appreciate your time here. And so I don't want to abuse that. I want y'all to come back and see more of my Mix It Mondays and other content. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like my Mix It Mondays, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until my next video, bye guys.